Hi, Twin Flames. Welcome to this Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Tarot Love Reading. I'm Laura the Alchemist. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new to the channel. It's been a little while since I posted. The current energies have been so intense leading up to the full moon on Halloween. There was a sort of love bubble that we were floating in collectively, I feel like, as we approach the thinning of the veil. But the current energies here in America are very hard for an empath. Not only do we have to navigate our own journey, but those of us who signed on to purge the emotions of the collective have a harder time dealing with that when the collective is in a state of suspension. We're on a little course here that we are stuck awaiting an outcome, and most of us enlightened individuals have been patiently awaiting the introduction of the light here in the States, and we continue to hold the light for one another. So the best way to get away from what's going on outside of your reality is to focus on yourself and focus on your inner growth and your healing, and keep going towards that space of unconditional love. The sun is in Scorpio, and everyone becomes much more aware of the mystery of life at this time. We're sensitive to the dark spaces within our own souls and more tuned in as well to depth connection and others around us. The moon is in Cancer, so emotional and family security takes on added significance today. It is a balance for us divine feminines with our counterparts to balance the need to mother and smother, and that's what the moon in Cancer is all about, is finding that balance of not just our divine counterpart, but letting our loved ones traverse their own journey without feeling the need to control them. As divine individuals, we are here to offer support and guidance as we figure out our own journey. We share that with those around us, both energetically and verbally. So if you've seen my readings before, you know that I pull the Lenormand cards to kind of give me an indication of the heart of the matter as to what is going on with the divine counterpart template. And there seems to be conflict between duty and self. Conflict about opening up the divine counterparts' emotions to one another. They are coming away from the third party situation. So what that entails is leaving behind everything that they've ever believed about how the world works, and that's what we're experiencing collectively right now. Our foundations, especially in America, our institutionalized government systems are failing and crumbling. Truth is coming out, and our masculines are opening up to the responsibility of their divine mission. Let's jump into the reading. In the divine feminine current energies, we are asked or being shown to have strength. Our counterparts are very close to awakening right now, and it is up to us as the divine feminine to have the strength to tame our reptilian brain and tame our inner beast. Not only are we taming their beasts, we're taming ours. And by taming ours, we in turn tame theirs. We're way showers, we show them the way. The divine masculines are coming away from issues and conflicts that have caused harm and hurtful feelings between us. And we should remember that we are infinitely bonded with the Lammascate here, that there really is no walking away from us. We are their anchor in this life, their lighthouse. We are their peace in the storm. So we have to control our own emotions towards the triggers that they are programmed to bring up for us so that we can work on our own growth. The Judgment card indicates the universal awakening. You know, we're all being called to open up to our divine presence and remember why we came here to begin with. And as twin flames, we did not come here to be the storybook romance. We came here to show others how to love unconditionally, how to release expectations, and release the need to control our life, because as divine beings, we are guided by our ancestors and our loved ones. Sophia calls them lot. If you haven't checked out Twin Flame Community, please do so. Those are the programs that I use for my inner healing, and hopefully will be selling soon. But this is a universal call to action. And what it is it's leading our divine masculines to come forth with a Page of Cups, with a fish in a cup. He's going to come forth with an offer of, I'm getting commitment, not on a grand scale at this time, I don't believe, but as they put to bed their third party situation, and as we control our emotions, they are striving to come forward with this offer of love. You know, as the divine feminine, we've had to try not to focus on the disappointments that lie in front of us, and remember that divine guidance always offers up a cup. The divine masculines have felt like they are coming into one on the physical plane, and what's happening is, as above so below, the union of self in the 5D is being reflected below as the lovers are coming into physical union with one another. And what's important to understand is that this Ace of Cups, this overflowing cup of love, that is the energy between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I actually had a dream the other night about this cup overflowing, because, you know, our love is here to heal the world. We've had to figure this out so we can show everyone else the way. And if we stay in this bliss state, if we keep our strength and don't focus on what lies beneath, but what lies above, and trust that the universe has us in their hand to offer us all of the cups that we want. We have to become the king of our own cups. We have to fill our own cup first. And that's a repeating message lately. You know, the bottom of the deck, we have the Thief card, the Seven of Swords. You know, we feel like that our time and energy and efforts have been wasted and stolen. But the two swords that remain behind when the conflicts leave give us a chance to start again. This King of Cups is the master of his own emotions. You know, that's really where the Divine Feminine is being guided right now. As the Divine Masculine walks away from the third party and the troubles in his life, he's ready. He's ready to walk away. He's ready to offer up a cup of love. He's ready to grasp his wants, wishes, and desires. But you have to show him the way, Divine Feminine. You have to be the one to take on the leap of faith. You have to be the fool first. You have to journey into the unknown. And whatever it is that you're being called to do, that is your mission. We all came here as snowflakes. No one of us is the same. Each one of us have our own talent, our own mission, and our own message that we have to deliver to the world. If you're awake right now and listening to this, you are on this journey. You were not guided here by accident. You're not like the rest of the people on earth that are totally asleep to the magic that this earth holds. You know, the magic of this earth has been stolen and hidden from us. And the only way to ascend is to heal our inner trauma so that the light can come through, because there is no darkness that can withstand the light. Once we accomplish that in ourselves, it is reflected onto our divine counterpart, and we can move forward in healing humanity as we signed up to do when we volunteered to come to Earth during this time. I'd like to use these Magdalene cards to offer up a message from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. And one popped right out, which goes along with what they're struggling with. The Family card popped out, because they're really having to make choices, guys. You know, they may be having to walk away from situations that has been the only thing that kept them going. Even if it wasn't a healthy situation, and it wasn't, because that's what we came here. We came here, you know, to suffer through the traumas of life and figure it out so that we can tell other people that they can do this too. And this card, Family, I'll read. You were born into your family for a reason and a purpose, just as there is a reason and purpose for experiencing all you have experienced to date. Yet, like most of us, you probably believe the myth that all family members should all get along and always be nice to one another. Other families always seem nicer. The truth is that every family experiences similar dynamics in one way or another. Your family is your greatest teacher. Every family member will hold at least one trait that you don't like, and you have at least one trait that each of your family members don't like. This fact sets the perfect environment for us to learn to love unconditionally. Later in life, you will discover that every perceived negative comes with a positive attached to it. True love often comes in ways and forms that we initially fail to recognize. Yet with the passing of time, you will only realize that beneath our individual facades, there is love. Love comes in many forms, and it may not always be kind. Reflect on this, for it will help you let go of any resentment you have towards your family or a family member. And that's really what we're here to remember, guys, is that, you know, everyone that we come in contact with, whether it's our divine counterpart or a family member, is a reflection of what needs healing within us. So going within and doing the inner child healing, please check out Twin Flame Community and the programs offered there. Doing the inner work will lead us down the path to heal our entire family tree. And sometimes you may have to walk away from that, you know. That's something that your divine masculines need to understand, that, you know, God weeds our garden for us. But it doesn't mean that what is removed can't grow back after we heal. So when what we heal in ourselves is reflected onto our family. And this isn't just a race to get the perfect mate and have the perfect life. This is a race to heal ourselves, our divine counterpart, and in turn, our cup overflows onto our entire family line. We're here to end generational curses. The buck stops here. And I see that reflected in my own family, and it is an absolutely beautiful thing. And we have to have faith, feminines, that as we continue on our journey, we will achieve everything that we need to. But keep an eye out for the trickery. The fox card come up on the bottom of the Lenormand deck. And that's what they're putting it into. This awakening is going to end this cycle of the bad, negative habits that our divine masculines have adopted to shelter their ego. If any of this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for listening.